This is Monday with the Mayor, and we are joining Denny Spinner in his office, the Huntingburg City Mayor. And Mayor Spinner, this is an important time for the Park Board as a longtime community member and public servant is retiring.
Right. As has been mentioned in a couple of occasions, I mentioned it in our State of the City address, we knew that Jim Rieger, our park director, is retiring actually this week. It will be his last full-time week. Tonight, the park board is the last park board meeting as our park director. And I just want to say, as the mayor, but also on a personal level, the city of Huntingburg has been absolutely blessed to have a director of Jim's quality, and his leadership has been outstanding. 38 years as park director for the city of Huntingburg, and we're a community. When we looked at our assets, when we went into the Stellar program, one of the things that we had to do was, what are the assets that the city has, and what are the things that we can leverage to take us to the next level. One of the great things that's coming up, we've had a lot of discussion about our Market Street Park, and that's a future plan for us. But the thing that we were able to say is that we had a base to work from for our city parks, that I would put our park department on the facilities that are available in a community our size against anyone across the state of Indiana, and that's due primarily to the leadership of Jim Rieger. Jim came to us as a young man, pretty well right out of college, started working for us. The park department at that point made that hire. And in his 38 years, you can see the main park where the league stadium is, the shelter houses are, has continued to improve, continued to grow. You add a facility like League Stadium, and be able to manage that and turn that into something that's been a great venue for all of us to enjoy. You look at the growth of the South Side Park. Some transitions into the Niehaus Park, an area that was an eyesore for our community. Be quite frank, as you came into town from the west side, into Huntingburg on 64, it was a landfill, and it was not the most attractive way to welcome somebody to a community. And through Jim's leadership, that was transformed into, now it's the golf driving range and one of the best walking trails available anywhere. So all this has been done under Jim's watch and his leadership through a number of park boards that have worked with Jim, but he has worked within a what I would consider a pretty minuscule budget to get all these things done, with a staff that has worked with Jim hand in hand to make all this happen. So we're very happy today to accept Jim's resignation in one way, to let him go on from here and enjoy the fruits of his labor. He's still going to stay here in the community and be part of Huntingburg, but what an outstanding work Jim has done for our city for a long time. But that leads to transition. So we're in the transition. And at our park board meeting this evening, the board recommended his replacement. And we're going to be pleased to have Larry Allstott join us as the Director of Parks for the City of Huntingburg. Larry is a longtime resident of Huntingburg. The Allstott family has been here for years. Larry has been active in our community in many ways. He's been a teacher. He's been a businessman. He brings a variety of talents to the position. We had a number of outstanding candidates that applied for the job. We had 22 some applications when we came in. We had a team that worked through those applications, came down to some final candidates, did some extensive interviews, and Larry was chosen as the replacement. Again, he's a lifelong member of our community, and knows our city very well, has the skills to really take our Parks Department and move it into the next phase, building on the work that Jim has done, but looking at the future with the Market Street Park and the potential for a new park on the north side with our housing subdivision. It's going to be a challenging time for that new director. I think Larry, it was an agreement by all the committee that Larry has the skills to take us in that direction. There'll be a big learning curve, of course, but I think the staff is ready to work with him, and we're looking forward to having him as part of our team in Huntingburg, and he'll be able to hit the floor pretty well at high speed, because he does know the community so well. So the folks that he'll have to interact with our school corporation, with the citizens that have all used our parks, I think Larry's got a good familiar working relationship with a lot of those people already, and we look forward to his tenure as park director for our city.
Well, thank you very much to Jim Rieger.
Yes.
Excellent job, and congratulations to Larry Allstott, the new park director.
Very exciting.
Now, this is Christmas week. You're going to be closed Thursday and Friday, but this is also not a time where you just sit back.
Right. It's tonight as we are speaking. There's a planning commission going on. This tape was earlier in the day. There's a plan commission going on meeting tonight to deal with some of the steps moving forward with the workforce housing, the Hunters Crossing development. The board is taking the next step in that, which is some plat approvals that'll keep that project online. Our redevelopment commission met earlier this year today to take on some action that is needed before the year's end in relation to a project that is in Hunters Crossing, and that's the street that will be constructed from Chestnut to the new park on the north side of the property. So that project is moving forward. And then tomorrow night will be the final city council meeting of the year. On that hearing, on that docket for tomorrow night is the public hearing on the wastewater project. So we'll have the consultants here to actually go over that rate increase proposed again, the 18% increase that's been proposed. We'll have a public hearing on that, and then take a final vote on that tomorrow evening. Also, being the last council meeting of the year, it is the last council meeting for two of our council members, 4th Precinct Councilwoman Linda Summers and our council at large, Amy Lair, who neither chose to seek re-election in this last year, but Linda has served for 8 years in our community, Amy for the last 4, and I would like to congratulate them and thank them for their time and their dedication to the city. Stepping up and running for office is not an easy thing, and both Linda and Amy have done an outstanding job of representing the folks that elected them, have been a good voice on the council for the citizens, have been challenged things where they needed to be challenged, but supported things when things needed to be supported. They've done their job. And I look forward to the new council coming on, but wanted to take the opportunity to thank both Amy and Linda for their service. They will be missed at our meetings, but they'll be. I'm sure they're going to stay active in the community as well. That's the kind of people they are, and we look forward to see them in maybe a different role in the future.
I guess this is also a time to tell your citizens Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yes, thank you very much. Huntingburg is a city like no other, and this last year has been a tremendous year for us. It is the citizens that makes us that way. So thank you very much to everyone. We wish you a very blessed holiday season, and look forward to an exciting 2016.
Thank you very much. We have been talking with the Mayor of Huntingburg, Denny Spinner.